I'm Candace, and I'm an archaeologist for Oxford Cotswold Archaeology. And today I'm here in Leiston speaking with one of our colleagues from MAC EOD, because they're going to show us some really interesting finds that have been recovered from our excavations here at Sizewell C. And the reason these are so interesting is because a lot of them relate back to the Home Guard. The Home Guard was a local civilian force of local individuals who decided to band together, train themselves, create their own munitions, and be prepared to defend this country just in case the Battle of World War II came here to the home front. So this is Rich, and he's going to walk us through some of the things that they've been finding.
All these items have been made safe by professionals. If you see any unknown metallic items in the ground, you should not touch or tamper with them. Make sure you report it. Right, start with the biggest. This is called a spigot mortar.
Okay.
It's something that was sort of kind of obsolete when it came in, but it was really cheap and easy to produce.
Sure.
We only had 167 anti-tank guns after the Battle of France and Dunkirk.
Wow.
But we managed to make the launchers for these 22,000.
Wow.
The anti-tank version only had about a 400-metre range.
Okay.
So they decided to position them around places where there's pre-prepared ambush positions, like river crossings and roads.
Okay. Right, so that was quite close range then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these local forces were really preparing to bring that battle to them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's like getting your weapons from Timu.
Right.
Cheap, easy to produce, but they're a bit of a danger to the user.
Okay, so a lot of risk involved. Yeah, okay. So what are these ones here? Are they close range as well, or would they be used for further afield?
Yeah, it's much closer range. You'd have to get within 75 metres of the tank to actually hit it. It's called the number 68 grenade. It would have been attached to the end of the rifle there. You'd fire a special cartridge, which would then launch it. And then when it hits the tank or armoured vehicle, it'd fire a molten copper slug through it.
Wow.
So it's quite effective if you can get close enough to it while the tank's trying to kill you.
So a bit high risk, high reward.
Slightly. Yeah.
Okay, and that just attaches on the end of any rifle?
Just the American one that we borrowed from you.
Sure, so again, using resources from wherever they can get them, essentially.
Gifts.
Yeah. Okay, right, and then what about this one? Is this some sort of grenade, or?
Yeah, it's called a cricket ball grenade for obvious reasons.
Okay.
It's from the First World War. They weren't actually used for very long because it involved you lighting the fuse with either a naked flame or a striker. So the problem is, as soon as it got damp, it was useless, basically.
Right, which is perfect for the British landscape.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice they thought of a cricket ball thing for it, to make it easy for us to throw.
Bit of a give and take.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a surprise, really, because they were obsolete in World War I.
Oh, wow, okay. So that would have been reused from that period?
Yeah, we think so.
Okay, which I guess makes sense, because a lot of the Home Guard likely would have been maybe World War I veterans who couldn't go off to World War II, but still wanted to fight the cause.
Exactly, and if they've got those left, then they're going to use them.
Right, that makes sense. What about this one? Is that a weapon, or is that more of a personal item, this one here?
It's a bit of both. It's a different kind of personal.
Sure.
It'd have gone on the webbing belt like that, and then would have fitted to the end of a rifle. It's a pretty cheap and simple bayonet. Yeah,
okay. Sure, so yeah, personal in a sense, I guess.
They also had an extension for it, so you could clip it onto a stick and use it as a mine prodder.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so multi-purpose again. Yeah.
More improvising.
Right. Interesting. Now this one here does look like it's a personal item, so I imagine this would be kept on the individual, right?
It's a military issue jackknife. Every soldier would have got one.
Okay.
But we're on training areas. The Home Guard weren't very well experienced, some of them.
Yeah.
So
easily
they would have often lost things like this.
Right, okay, so that would make sense. And it was clearly in use when it was lost, because the blade is out. Yeah, so maybe if you were newer to this kind of combat, nick yourself, drop it, leave it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then get charged.
Right. Okay. And then this one here, that doesn't quite look like a weapon. What is that?
No, I mean, could use it if you needed to. But it's part of a mess tin. Every
Okay.
soldier would have had some sort of tin to eat out of or
Yeah.
drink the drinks from.
Sure, okay.
But this one's German.
Oh, so that's interesting. And why would that have ended up here then?
We know they had people dressed up in enemy German uniforms to sort of
Right.
inoculate people to what they look like.
Okay.
But also soldiers like stealing things a lot.
Sure. Well, this is all really, really fascinating stuff. And it's nice to see, you know, what these people locally would have been using, how they would have been preparing, what they would have been preparing for, which it sounds like was quite intense. So it's impressive that they've managed all of this.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, thank you, Rich, for sharing these with us, for walking us through what they do and how they were used, and really highlighting, you know, what it meant to the people here and who they were.
Thanks for coming.